Welcome to my trading video. This is going to be a live trading video. I'm in a short right now. I might be taking a loss, guys. To be honest, hope you can hear me well. I don't have my mic with me right now, but I shorted ADA for a couple of reasons. I'm gonna get into the charts here, but ADA literally just spiked 8%. And I'm about break even right now. A little bit of a loss. I'm a little bit worried because it's a high spiker. A little bit worried, not gonna lie. But I have a chart on my phone. Not like I'm worried because you have to be quick to take your loss here, because then if you're not, so I got it right here. Okay, so let's talk about stop loss and all that good stuff. So here's my dollar cost average price. My price that I got 15,000 ADAs at 1304. And honestly, this is my target, is this 382 right here in this uptrend line. So that's what I'm looking at right there. So here's the chart if I zoom out on the 5-minute chart. If you take a look at, I believe it was, let's use the 15-minute chart. You can see it easier. Okay. So there's two you can use. Let's check this one first. It's Fibonacci extension. And it seems like I blew past that one. Okay. Still take a look at the orders here. Looks like we're dropping a bit. Also take a look at the orders. So you pull that all the way down, obviously. You know how to do that one-to-one extension. And as you can see, we got a perfect touch to the one-to-one extension. Now, if this thing does continue, let's zoom out even more and show you what pattern we're in. It looks like a huge, without indicators drawing, this is what happened, right? So big, boom, spike up, 7, 8%, 9%. Looking really nice for a ascending triangle. Last time I got burnt on Bitcoin, I got liquidated on Bitcoin at one time in 2018 on one of my trades on Bitcoin when we were in an ascending triangle, kind of like this. We were at the bottom of the range at 3,000, and I was in a short because I was just waiting for a small pullback, and that small pullback never came. Excuse me. And we just kept on going, and we blast through all resistance at 20K, whatever it was, and it happened fast. So I'm in a good trade right now. I think that I'm in a good trade. There's a lot of volume. I saw it on my phone. I'm just like, I got to take this trade. So I ran to my room. I kind of got, I could have got a little bit better price, but it's all good, you know? It's all good. So my target, like I said, is going to be the 382. So it's 12, 12.8, let's say, 12.8. And I'm sure I would get filled right there for the whole load. And that would be a nice little gain for 1.6%. I did a mistake here. I took a nice trade, caught the bottom basically. My indicator, my strategy told me catch the bottom for support, but realistically I bought it right here at 45, and then I sold it for 1% gain at 200 something, 207. So I think it was a 1% gain, $14 on my small account, but it kept on going, right? It blasted through all that support, and realistically, the target I was aiming for was this wave 1, and it hit it with precision. So guys, I would have been in a fat profit right there, 4%. And the 61.8, of course, I would have aimed for that. Usually, I don't even have the 0.5 Fibonacci on my chart. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. I really like this exchange. This exchange is good. So this kind of looks to me, this looks like some type of leading diagonal, of course, at the bottom here, with a pullback of a zigzag pullback. And now we're hitting some ABC correction levels with the 1, 2, 3. We also, this is the range, basically, that I see right now of resistance. Okay. Also, we are in that wave again. That's that structure. That's my favorite resistance level right here. That wave one, understanding, Elliott wave, Fibonacci, and all that good stuff. So yeah, that would have been a really nice profit instead of 1%. Let's take a look at my tracker. I made 1.15%. That could have been 4%, and yeah, that would have been nice. This times 4, or this times 3 more. So I mean, $60 is better than 15. So patience would have been good. Like, it did pull back in the very short term. It did pull back, but it wasn't good. So let's set it and forget it and try to get filled here. So it's like way above. I got no moving averages that really I'm looking at. But let's take a look at some moving averages. I'd take a look at probably the 8. And I took this trade because it was an easy trade. Realistically, it's an easy trade to take. So I said, all right, I'll take it. I saw it. Look at the volume coming downwards. There's not much. So they're trying to get some support, but we just opened in a new candle. This is a bearish candle right now, especially if we surpass it. Then we are probably going to start downtrending pretty nicely. I have a conservative target right now. This is usually a good thing when we go back up and then come back down. That's usually a good thing. Obviously, you can see that the 15, the 8 moving average and the 15 is is above my order. Are we going to bounce there? It looks like we're bouncing right now on some random moving averages. So we got to go on the micro time frames and see what's going on, start counting waves, and with a good understanding of, this looks like a decent target. Obviously in that zone, we're definitely going to bounce in that zone. But, using it as a pattern, we could see some lower prices, and I would get filled there for sure. So that would be good. But we got to also take a look at the volume and take a look at, okay, where's my order? There's a lot of, people here. There's not much selling demand up there right now. Let's take a quick look at Bitcoin, see how it's doing. It's trying to persist through that 1618, which would be a confirmation of a possible third wave. This would be a 1, 2, 3. This is your fourth wave. A, B, C, D, E, and it's starting to pop upwards now. Let's take a look at that last wave. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're probably going to go to the 1618, which might break out this bad boy for ADA, and obviously that fat candle that just came through kind of took all our profits away. And take a look at the divergences and all that good stuff. This is a possible end pattern if you know that strategy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There might be one more wave downwards, but if we pass this, I might have to take my loss, to be honest with you. But we'll see. Okay. Right now we're in a little bit of profit. There's a tiny bit of profits, but there's demand for this thing to go up. So I'm interested in seeing where it's going to go. Here's the 5-minute chart. Bulls are fighting for that, and bulls and the bears are actually fighting for that close. And it seems like we're gonna be bearish, I think. Taking a look at what's stacking, we got 12,997 that we got to go under for us to be bearish on this time frame. $12,998. Ooh, okay, so we just closed. We closed above, which is a bullish sign. And seems like we're spiking a bit. Take a look at that RSI. But the thing with ADA is that we got a 1-to-1. It looks like Bitcoin is failing right now. The thing with ADA, we got a 1-to-1, right? So kind of important to know that. As it might influence the Bitcoin market. So once this starts to break downwards, you know, very strong ABC correction. Guys, we could be in a massive correction right now if we zoom out on some higher time frames. I was taking a look at Link. Watch, let me clear this chart. So we went like this, 1, 2, 3. That was a 1-to-1 extension. So ADA is kind of the perfect display of seeing what's going on. Wow, because ADA was all the way down here just right now on a shorter term time frame and showed us a 1-to-1 extension. As Bitcoin did the same thing. Now, if we actually might get a breakout all the way up here, that would be a confirmation of either an ABC or a 1, 2, 3. They're probably going to persist for the higher wave structure. What we're looking at right now is we've got higher lows, but we just got a recently higher low. Take a look at ADA and see what this is doing. A little bit of sellers are stacking a little bit of their orders. Let's go down in the time frame. Oh, that just went up. 2 million sellers right there. 1 million buyers right here. So they're buying the price very, very, very close. So you want to be very careful. This is probably going to break upwards. I'm not going to lie. So my stop loss above the high, no problem. Above the 1-to-1 extension, because it means that we're going to get a larger correction, and I don't want to be in for that. So my position sizing right now is kind of large. Don't really want to lose this trade. This should have been a bigger winner. That was my bad, because I don't want a big loser. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of on a win streak, and it's not feeling like a very good trade. I thought it was going to be a really quick trade. But we'll see, right? At the end of this video, we'll see. So it's a $2,000 position. As a total, it calculates it for me. This is my spreadsheet. Short. All right. Let's go back here. Take a look at what's going on here. So 1303, 13004. 13004. It's not even on the book. It's right here. Zero, zero. Okay, so here's the very small one. Order book. See, there was still buyers. They just canceled their orders, which is good for us. Bears attacking once again for that 1 minute left in the 5-minute chart close. Let's take a quick look at the other time frames. Okay, this one's closing as well, the 15, which is pretty good. Once we start to pop underneath the 70 on the 15-minute chart, which might be a little bit higher, form a divergence of some sort. But once we start popping underneath on the 70, usually what happens, like this could be an ABC, right guys? A 1-to-1 extension comes back down, and my profit's all the way up here, which I could probably take it down all the way down there, but for 3%, or like right here, because once it starts to fall, the longs are going to start dropping like crazy. About 3% right here for support. There's definitely support right here. Too much drawings on my chart, therefore to clear my mind, simply like so. Okay, so 1301 looks like we're trying to trend upwards. That looks like a bull flag. I don't like this trade right now, to be honest with you. Here's the timer on this one more 15-minute candle. It's looking, it's looking decent. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour's, you'd have to take a look at the MACD there to here. So here's the 5-minute chart, right? So the 5-minute chart is we take a look for bullish or bearish divergences in the trend. I really don't like how it's more bullish than bearish, right? Look, 1, 2. This is A. It's all good. It's all good. I'll take my loss. You got to be in a good heart when you do those kinds of things. So they're saying liquidated short on Ethereum. Guys, I really do think this thing's going to spike. I think it's going to spike. I'm at break even right now, a little bit in profit. So there's a lot of demand for it. There's 100,000 on the market right here. Yeah, see this? They're snagging it. There's a lot of demand. They're snagging it at 19. There's a big order here. The guy just snagged it. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, here's Bitcoin coming up on the 4-hour chart, quite prophetically. So there you go. That was your one-to-one extension. Now, is this an ABC, like a wave 2, or is this going to be a wave 3? Now, it looks more like a wave 2 to me, of some sort, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, B. So obviously the rule of this guy is that it cannot surpass the top. Can't surpass the Tau. So yeah, guys, I mean, here, let's take a look at my other charts for Bitcoin. Here's the daily on that moving average I mentioned in my last video. This chart has to break, this candle has to break the top for us to remain bullish, in my opinion. If we don't, we're going to fail. Or if we stay the same, we stay in this structure right here. This looks more like a bull flag for a breakout. I do believe we're going to break out. Okay, I think we're going to break out on the top, which means that I need to look for some good longs. Okay, so here's the group. I go and ask, hey guys, you know, what's the best? Hey, every So I've been saying the past couple of days that the altcoins are bearish and Bitcoin is bullish for the 5th wave. I could be wrong. That's what happened last year as we formed this wave here. If it'll load, this wave right here, this is the 5th wave. The altcoins didn't move while Bitcoin gained a lot. So are we in the same type of scenario? I'm not too sure. But I would like to know that we are bullish on multiple things. So the daily just hit the 60, right? I'm very confident that we're going to break upwards on the daily chart, that we're going to break above this RSI. We're going to go to 65. We're going to pause there. It's going to go either this 1618 extension, or it's going to be the uh, 1-6, this extension here, or the 1-3-8-2. Let's go to the 5-minute chart and see what's going on. Indecision. 5-minute looks like it could come down. There's a bearish divergence on the RSI, slight bearish divergence, not looking too attractive. But this chart, the 21, is more bullish, but still kind of looking like a V wave. Now the question is, can we pull back here and still maintain an uptrend? So let's look at that scenario. Let's look at those charts. I would say yes, because of the fact that we have a nice support on this moving average and this time frame here. Anything above 1 hour, we have pretty strong support. I would say this is strong support as well. We can break down and we have another support here. But I would start to get very cautious if we surpass this level right here. Okay. And definitely, like, this is important for us not to break. That. So let's go back to the exchange. I just want to add one more alert here. The computer's not loading fast. Okay, so it seems like probably the longs are getting scared right now, getting worried. Let's take a look if we are in profits. And yeah, we are in profits, it looks like. Just a little bit. Anything above 13 or below 13 is profits. 1, 2, 3. This is an A, B, C, D. Maybe form an E of some sort like that. But this, you see this candle right here, this is the bullish candle in my opinion. We're trading the 1-minute chart right now, so I mean, the question is, are we getting pushed down by this moving average? It seems like, we could pop up there. I don't like how my charts do that sometimes. Like, show me the real candle. I'm saying. So that 15-minute, guys, they're definitely going to probably support that 8 moving average. Very low volume right now. The RSI looks like it wants to go down, like it's drooping, but the price action is not exactly confirming that. So here's the buys and the sells. Lots of sellers right here. Let's take a look if we still got that 100K notes. Oh, there goes Bitcoin, so it fell a bit. Not bad. So let's take a look at Chainlink. Because damn, I'm pretty good at trading this coin. Here's Tezos as well. Man, I really should have held my thing, and I was gonna re-enter right here too, eh? That's a bull flag right there on the lower time frames. That's about 2%, man. And I would have aimed the 382, so about 1% free, or 1.7%. That was my target, and it got there. So anyhow, let's go back to ADA, Bitcoin. Make sure there's no, like, dude, if this thing actually starts to break downwards, I wonder how ADA is going to react. Okay, so it'd be something like this: boom, 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 right? That I see happening. But the question is a matter of when, time. Take a look at the 13. Very volatile right now. Bulls and the bears. If it's bearish, it's going to go down. Obviously. But I mean, like, if it's bearish, it shouldn't even, oh, that's the wrong one. It shouldn't even come close to the top here, if it's bearish. To be honest, I don't think it's bearish. I have to take a look at the 1 minute chart because, see that, the volume, it's picking up. So, like I said, if it's bearish, if Bitcoin is bearish, like boom, 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 Bezos. So there's usually a rule, right, that you're supposed to respect, and it's to long the leaders and short the losers. So, guys, I mean, it would have been a really nice short for the 1-to-1 if you got out right away. But I think I got in at right here, okay? So it went down about 1%. Now it's forming some type of flag. It can do the same reaction that Bitcoin would do, that 1, 2, 3, and probably hit our target of 1%. We're aiming for a 1-to-1 right now, scalp. To be honest with you, I do not like this trade, but I'll let it go because I think that it's an emotional scenario at this point right now. I don't like to trade based off of emotions. I don't like to even look at the market because sometimes it hurts unless you're in that, unless you know how to control your thought and your emotions and all that stuff. So just for my stream, my own self, my conscience, understanding that 55 is right here. We're moving up a little bit in price. We just turned on this time frame, which means that the resistance is just came down. You saw that? And on the 13, we're coming upwards. So resistance, and look at all the support we have down here with ADA. Therefore, I think ADA is a decent long, and I think that I might actually long it with respect. I hope that makes sense. Let's take a look at the other charts. Here's the 5-minute chain link, eh? The question is it going to come down all the way down here back to retest this type of support? I would like that. There's a lot of volume, right? A lot of volume. I think those were liquidations. So here's what I'll do. I want to cancel my liquidated shorts on XBT. Oh, shoot. Take a look, guys. So be very, very cautious right here. Alright, what's going on here? What's going on? Is this a descending triangle that we're gonna get a shitty ass target for? Or what? So let's go ahead and cancel this buy. are you gonna buy it? On market, probably. Let's take a look at our stop loss. It's about 2%. This one's about 3%. This is 1.45%, but I don't know if that's worth it. We're back at break even right now, but this is my ultimate GTFO stop loss. Okay. Because if it's bearish, it should not pass there. It's a big stop loss though, which looks bad on my spreadsheet. If I had a 4% winner there, that would have been alright. It just means volatility. But if you're using that big of a stop loss and it's not even going your direction, I don't know, dude. We'll have to see. Okay. Because if this is a wave 1, 2, here's the 5-minute chart. Looks like it's bouncing at 65, which is not really valid, in my opinion. 86 on the RSI right here. That's very kind of at the top here. But the thing is, if we open up this chart here, which I'm going to use this as the bullish understanding, there's two things I would add. So here's the first. Perfect one-to-one extension target hit. And then from the top to the bottom, we're about at the 61.8. So when and if we do break out, we're literally going to more than likely go to, and this is a multiple target right here, okay? So usually when the market spikes like this, she doesn't want to come down, okay? Because of the liquidations and stuff like that, which is hurtful. But easy, all you have to do is reverse your position. That's what I mistaked. I didn't reverse my position last time when Bitcoin was in that descending triangle I was talking about earlier. So here we go on ADA. I'm thinking of buying this lower. Like this could be an ascending triangle, or this could be an A. This is your B, and then your final wave downwards for this zone right here. Invalidation is this yellow piece. Okay, so right there, I'm saying that's a decent buy. Right here is the get out. Okay. But that would be a buy, the $12 and 12,613, maybe. I don't know how to count these waves. This wave here, this is like some type of elongated wave structure that could be like a wave 3. This is your wave 4 that's forming right now. I think we need another wave downwards for us to be confirmed continuation. So let's be cautious around that time. 3 minutes. I could put a stop loss right here at 1385, or like 1314, something like that. Yeah, here it comes, guys. Here it comes. I feel it. You know it, man. It's gonna pop. Wave 2, like I said, could go all the way up here. But if it pops as well, then goes the weasel. Yeah, and then we would break out even more. Let's take a look at the daily once again. The daily, like I said, was looking bullish to me. Um, the next resistance is, I don't know, man, like 10,000. I think so. So let's keep doing an analysis here on ADA. So that was a beautiful, we're at resistance right now, right? The 61.8. So I can expect us to come back into this zone, at least this 61.8. I would add some more confluent reasons. So if this is some type of triangle through experience, like I don't know if it's going to pull back like for your A, B, C, D, E. That's what I was waiting for last time, but we never got that E wave, because it makes sense for trader psychology and market manipulators to screw off for the people that are waiting for E. So there's a lot of buying going on right now, and I gotta be willing to take a loss and reverse my position if I want to trade. Okay, let's take a look at this descending trend line. I want to see if we broke out, and yes, we have confirmed. So here's the 5-minute chart. I really do hope that we come down. If we don't, then I'm in a loss, you know. So yeah, we got low volume on the downside, which means it's usually a good sign. Bitcoin just hit 6.3. People are getting excited. But yeah, I'm interested in ADA. I mean, it's the one that spiked the most right now, right? Went on my phone and checked. Everything was good. So let's go to Bitcoin. If this chart stays the same in 1 hour from now, it's going to be a good short, I think. So, take a look at the RSider, the MACD. It needs to go to washroom too, right? It looks like they want to retest this EMA, and that's going to be the important one. I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. What's going on? I'm getting alerts here. Liquidated shorts. Buy. We just spiked about like $20 here on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin. I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some sort of fifth wave here. RSI hits 80. RSI here hit 80. RSI 74, which means that we can maybe get to 80 on this chart. Looking like a bear flag here. I'm not, like, we could maybe just go here or here. This is the bull cycle. So I'm not familiar with ADA right now, but I'm looking at it now, and it seems like it's following this chart quite successfully. And we got a multitude of counselors here with the Fibonacci's, not to mention the RSI and MACD. So here we go. I'm a good volume analyzer. So here's a bearish divergence that we see right here, cutting through 65, which is basically your neutral zone. I look for 45. So let's add an alert here for 45. And that's where I would buy. Oh, sorry about that. I said cross right here. Add an alert. Crossing 45. Create. All right. This chart here looks like a little bit of distribution. It wants to dip lower. This moving average, man, like realistically, I can go for a 0.1% gain, or I could go for a 3% gain with a 1% stop loss. So, or I can try to do both. But sometimes when you try to do both, like this looks like some decent support right here. You know what I'm saying? So like 1280. Because we're going to bounce back, form a B wave. So I'm just going to put 12,889. Usually if we pass the 61.8, like if we break it, there's stop losses and stuff, and it goes right to the 1-to-1 extension. So this is 12,976. So 12,976. 12,976. That's like right in front of the Fibonacci. I'm thinking the 1-to-1, to be honest with you. So I got in right here, 0.4. We're in about 0.5% of a profit. That 61.8 would make us, you know, decently profitable. And then there's this hump right here. So, and there's also this 1-to-1. So I'm just going to do 12.829. What Gann, WD Gann, always mentions, he says, and Jesse Livermore, these guys, like, look at this pattern, guys. It's so bullish, right? I think. But we could pull back. So I could try to buy it right down here at 12.65. And they say, so use market orders to close your position to take your profit. I thought this was going to be a really easy trade, but I was mistaken. I'm still thinking 12.8, 5, 5, 12.8, 5, 5. Just go 71. Okay. How much is 5, 5? 12.855 or 12.871? Right in the middle, which is a perfect top right here, right? So the high of this. So yeah, that would be pretty nice if we can get filled on that. I'd be happy on that perspective because it's like right inside of a box. Thus, we will we can gun it to 1618 on this count, and we can also always do this beautiful channel that watch. People are about to start selling quick things right here, man. We're gonna start coming down. I think. Here's the channel. So who knows? Maybe I'll be attracted to taking a buy when the time comes. So yeah, I think we're forming a channel. Yeah, okay. And sometimes you just love the being in the profits, being profitable there. But yeah, I've been doing fairly well. My spreadsheet's looking pretty good. Again, I think that this is a 1-2. This is Bitcoin that's dumping right now pretty nicely. So if it is a 1-2, that's going to be detrimental to the altcoins. But ADA's in a strong position, I'm not going to lie. Let's go ahead and open it again here. So I think that we're probably going to go down to 12,776. We just got a touch of this EMA right here. We're bouncing back up. Reaccumulation distribution. We got a touch on this one here. I think that we're going to go to 12,879. I have my order at 12,871. We got 12,868 right there. Usually once they break the EMAs, it goes right down to the next one though. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But if we are going to respect this channel, we're probably going to look for smaller time frames, which is right here. Perhaps a descending triangle or something. Everything's looking very bearish on ADA. I mean, we just got a 1-to-1 extension. Maybe I should be holding a short position. But to be honest with you guys, because if I hold a short position and we're in some type of double top, I can use 4% for a stop loss. So there's different, and then I could wait like that if we fail. But we're still above the moving averages, so when it comes to my strategy, I'm not allowed to sell if we're above, especially if we're above the moving averages like this. That just means, and it tells you that you have so much freaking support. See how the moving averages are flat here? They're actually coming down a little bit, but we're in the middle. So this is somewhat neutral. This is somewhat bullish. This is bullish. This is somewhat neutral. This is somewhat neutral. This is neutral because we're in the middle of it. Neutral bearish, right? Because if we're coming down to 12,859, right about there. We have some support right here as well, eh? So let's open up the chart. Understand the type of volume that's coming in right now. Are they real buys? Are they fake buys? They just don't want us to break through that 0.618, because I do believe if we get through 1.8, we're going to go right down to the 1. So that's where you have to kind of decide what your stop loss is going to be. This is a fake out for sure. Unless we break this, right? So if we break 9652, long ADA, that's a good plan. Even long Bitcoin, whatever, long anything. But so that's why wave 5s are important. I was mentioning that earlier, that wave 5s is typically where the altcoins sell off into Bitcoin. Okay? So you don't want to get caught up with that. You want to be safe. And you want to be long Bitcoin. And that's it. I can start trading Bitcoin. Look at this one. That's a bullish crossover. If I've ever seen, it's going to be a bullish divergence if we break this top. I got an alert set. So it seems like we're really trying here. I've seen this pattern. To be honest, is this a bad buy? Like right here in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the 61.8, and the only reason why I'm buying it there is because of this wave right there. And it's the top of the wave, but still, I mean, look at the channel that we have. I think we're gonna dump probably all the way down to 12.69. Okay, the 1-to-1 probably. So you're just gonna let it get filled. So about 1%, 1.7% if I hit the 1-to-1. And 1.15%. Let's take a look at the divergences. This is the 1 minute chart, doesn't really count. But so we're at 47 right now. Yeah, I think we're gonna break pretty soon. It's a very bearish RSI. $15. Dude, the 15 is only at 70. Yeah, this is going to go down. This is where I want or wanted to close my position, right at the 1-to-1. Okay, but it might come down some more. I'm not sure. Okay, but I think I'm in a good position right now. This could bounce, so you got to be careful about that. I like the 3 minute chart when it works. So this is probably their stop loss of some sort at 12.923. We're about to break it. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. 12.123, but there's one at this 161.8. So there's a lot of support really close. So it's pretty nice to be trading at a long because of that. There's a lot of support. So there's my position right here. Supply versus demand, right? Buys, sells. Buys, more buys than sells. So if we start seeing more sells than buys, of course, in real time. But that's how you trade, man. Anticipation of stock trends, right? If we break this, guys, fit, we're gonna go shoot up. Fit. If we break that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seems like we had a decent amount of supply right here, the resistance. So logical for us to come down. But realistically, is this a bullish chart with the volume? I think we're gonna spike. But yeah, I don't really like this type of trading. Look, I could put a stop loss right above this right here, or right here. But the next one would be hitting the 382 right there, right? Looks like a bull flag. or channel. But to be honest, I've noticed that we haven't been channeling, we've been more so wedging, which is even more bullish. Take a look at the 5. Guys, I really think I should probably long this. Maybe I'll get filled, but we'll see. Maybe not. We're still good for now. We just need a little bit more time, unfortunately. This was the chart right here, so it opened up bullish right away. This wants to start curving up. Here's your MACD, RSI. So like I said, it likes to bounce at 40 to 45 in a bull market. This is the most bearish chart you're going to find, and it just hit 45. Most bearish chart you're going to find. And the fastest one too. The 13 looks bearish, but there's no divergences. None that I can kind of point out directly. I mean, there is a divergence, but I don't know. It's not really playing out. So since it's taking more time, what I'm gonna have to do is cancel my order. Because I would have been happy taking it right here, but I'm not happy taking it, just right here, because then I can wait for a better trade. So let's take a look at the balance. I've grown it pretty nicely for the past week or two. So about 560, and I started with like 300, so pretty good. Take a look at the past 7 days. I started June 12th. Look, we're spiking, guys. We're spiking. Supply and demand. Nice big fat 5-minute candle right there. I think I want to buy it. Stick to the stop loss, which is the top. It might double top though. Oh, that's too big of a stop loss if I use 3%. Fuck. I'm not in a very good position right here. Just spiked 64%. We're now break even. A little bit in profit, but not really. A, B, C, D. No, that's not the right count at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably what it is. It's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, which is garbage, and then your C. Liquidated short on LTC. Buy 2. Why would you even send an alert for that? Here's Tezos. Tezos is looking very more bearish than ADA. Okay, but still looks like it could spike. Take a look at Chainlink. Same thing with a bull flag, right? So realistically, guys, I should have held my long, and I should have been a Maite Warrior. I held my long like a bouse instead of selling it at 5207, and just put a stop loss below this low or something like that, right? Maybe I would have got stop loss. So we wait, okay, and we see. what's going to happen? Are we in a real bull market? I'd be willing to buy it right here, right here, if we can get there. Also willing to buy it at the 382. But you see this white moving average, man, pointing upwards. It's going to be a tough one. Unless we stay in the same price range for 25 minutes. So you pull up a couple Fibonacci's. I'm going to do 2. One here. A, B, C, perhaps? That's ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this fib. Looking like we're respecting it so far. And this fib right here. So that's my alert as well. So that's definitely where I'm willing to buy it at 12, 8. But I think I'm going to be done with shorting. Okay, for a while. Because I think I'm bullish the market. Could be wrong. But until we break that 89 moving average on BDC, that's what I'd be looking for. All day nig. Maybe I want that wick right there. You see that? See that wick? 12, 8, 2, 8. All right. There's one thing I want to point out right here is the volume. You can see that the volume, the selling volume, there's like nothing, right? So yeah, we're coming down in price, but there's no real sells, and there's actually more buys. So if we continue this trend, there's no like we're just gonna suck up all the supply demand unless some guy comes out of nowhere and just plots a bunch of ADA or Bitcoin on the market. So here's Bitcoin. Okay, and I think this is going to be a good lesson video, right? So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go munching some food. To be honest with you, I don't do this too often, but I mean like eat and trade at the same time though. We're seeing an uptrend right now in the 1 minute chart. Are we? Uptrend, we broke that one, and then we broke this higher high. We're trying to form a higher low, but we're getting pushed down by some moving averages. And this is the one we were talking about, right? The white EMA, this one right here. There, so we're challenging it right now. Guys, if we break above right here, we're probably going to start spiking. And I'll probably either stop trading or I'm not sure, you know what I mean? Like, real talk. Look at that MACD, man. It just wants to go up so bad. But can't. Because of time implications in BDC. Yes, wants to cross downwards. which would, if it does, it would give us a target of the white EMA or even the yellow EMA. So here's a really good chart to take a look at. Take a look at this moving average here. That's probably the target, the next target. So 12,781. I got mine at 12,830. So I should be fine. One thing that we always take a look at is bearish crossovers. Those are good, but we still need a bunch of time for us to cross over bearish. It's going to take about 1 hour for us to easily cross over bearish. Excuse me. Yeah, we're getting a nice bounce on this moving average. Probably going to break out, but you know, the RSI is not bullish. But like these are very, very nice charts. Okay, 20 minutes left on this candle. Are we going to come down? Or are we going to pop up? Probably. Here's 14 minutes on this candle. We're going to jump down. Or are we going to close bullish? Probably double top. 14 minutes. So that means Bitcoin would probably have to pump and break its top. And I should not be in a short right now, to be honest. Take a look at my balance again. I think this is a loss so far right now. So about the same. We just got a bunch of buyers. See, look at the sells, man. It's like there's nothing. They're not selling, bro. They're definitely buying. Those are buys. There's no sellers. There's a nice buy. I gotta get out of this trade. Let's check the resistance together. I don't like it, and the reason that I entered it is no longer it's not valid anymore. You know what I mean? The reason why I entered it because I thought it was going to be a very, very quick, profitable trade. Very quick and profitable trade. So look at that. Lots of sells, and these guys. Okay. And we're above all my moving averages. I'm not even supposed to be in a short. I'm telling you. I'm going to close it. Okay, I'm out. You know. So here's how I use my spreadsheets. 1950. 1950. So I actually made $6 off the trade. So you go, how much? I think it's this one. So G20. no, it's F20. This one here, your total, what you shorted at, and you want this to be smaller numbers. So we made $6. My percentage basis 0.31, and I'm gonna call this one break even, and like these two here are break evens. But realistically, they're a win, but not to my standards. So here's the chart. Whenever I stress out like that, man, it's not even worth it, right? So I got out. I'm done. I'm out, and I'm actually considering taking a buy. Watch it just go to zero. Like, yeah, maybe, but I wasn't feeling comfortable. You get what I'm saying? Catch my drift. I can always get in a better. I can always re-enter a trade. I rather break even than struggle for the next hour. Not struggle, but just look at the screen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm seeing accumulation. I could be wrong, and maybe I should be in the short because that's a lot of selling, but it got supported. But maybe those are, not smart people. So I'm willing to long if we stay in this price range. If we consolidate in this price range within 12 minutes, I'm willing to long. So unfortunately, yes, the price did decline. So that sucks. I was looking at this moving average right here. That's a big reason why I got out of the trade. Okay, it's not going anywhere. It's looking like a decent long. This is a bearish divergence. Okay, we're only at 56. It just went down. Okay, so learn from this mistake. Learn from my mistakes. Once again, we are aiming for down here. But like we're getting pushed up by some moving averages. We need some demand on these things. Let's open up the order book, guys. I should have put stop loss above that high. Is what I should have did, but I got eager because I really thought it was gonna break out. So, but I mean, and my reasoning is still good. Low volume came up, higher volume, and now we're starting to get a little bit increased in volume. So I'm a little wary, little wary about that. So I'll make another video in 12 minutes time to see if I went in a long or not. So sorry about the low $5 profit, but hopefully we'll be able to get those $60 profits once again. That will require us to try to get above 3 to 4% gains. That will like that last one that I missed earlier. So that's right. All right, have a good day. It's Saturday today, July. It's 12 p.m. here, 12 a.m.